What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another free pick video. It is late Saturday nights, a little past 1 a.m. where I'm at right now. But there was no way in hell I was going to miss a free pick video for you guys after the run that we're on. We are officially 8-0 now on NBA YouTube or NBA playoffs YouTube free picks. Okay, most people I know, they're getting absolutely smoked betting the NBA playoffs. We just continue to read the board like a Dr. Seuss book night after night after night after night after night. So that's exactly what we're going to do, guys. Today I got 3 NBA player props for you guys. I got a straight bet for the NBA playoffs for tomorrow, Sunday. And we'll cap it off with the Hail Mary parlay as always. Before we get to the free picks, quick recap on how the day went. Just a beautiful day overall. So let's see here. From the last YouTube video, the play I gave out to go 8-0, we had the under 207.5 in the Warriors Rockets game. It finished at like 197. So we had 10 points to spare. Just like I said, just reading these boards like a child book. It seems like it's too easy at this point, to be honest. And then I also gave out a player prop on that last YouTube video, and we hit that as well. So we had Desmond Bane over 16.5 points, Jokic over 22.5 points, and Curry over 21.5 points. So easy YouTube sweep from the last video. I also gave out a couple other free picks on my winnable free plan. So if you guys aren't on that, make sure you guys just go join the free plan. I'll post free picks every now and then for you guys, but I gave out Ian Machado Gary for the UFC fight. He hit, and then I gave out the Dodgers spread as well. So every single free pick I gave out cashed. And then over in VIP, we had a couple winners as well. We had the Thunder parlayed up with Arkansas baseball, so that one hit. And then gave out a 3-pick UFC parlay. We had Ian Machado Gary, we had Almarim, and we had Damon Blackshear. So that was a nice little plus 125 banger, 2-unit play there. And then I also gave out, let's see, I think we had one loser today in VIP. Let me find it for you guys right here. So we had UNC baseball, Avalanche plus 1.5, and Dodgers plus 1.5. UNC was the only loser on the card today. So out of every single bet I gave out today, we missed one, and it was UNC baseball. So just a beautiful day overall, guys. Congrats if you guys tailed. If you guys have been tailing this insane NBA playoff run that we're on right now, show some love in the comments. Smash that like button for me. I mean, we're on absolute fire right now, guys. And if you guys have friends or family that are losing, their NBA playoff bets, send them this video. Let's get them on the winning team and show them how it's done. If you guys are looking to get any of my picks sent straight to your phone every single day, winnable.com/BOOKIEBANDITS. This is the free plan I was talking about, guys. It's completely free. You can subscribe. You'll get access to my free Discord. We can chop it up during the games, and whenever I post a free pick, it'll just get sent straight to your phone. So it makes it easy. And then obviously I have VIP plans as well. Day passes, week passes, month passes, year pass, and lifetime pass as well. So make sure you're at least on the free plan. If not, join the VIP as well. And let's keep winning, guys. Let's go ahead and get into the free picks. So like I said, 3 NBA player props. And then we'll do a free pick to get us to hopefully 9-0 tomorrow. And we'll cap this thing off with the Hail Mary parlay. First player prop of the day is going to be Luka Doncic over 44.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He's hit this 4 out of his last 5, 5 out of his last 10, 13 out of his last 20, and 29 out of 53 on the year, hitting at a 55% clip. What I like to see, though, is since the playoffs have started, he's hit it 4 out of his last 5. I guess, let's see here. I guess, yeah, the last 3 games were the playoffs. But he went 46, 52, and then 32. To me, it's a big bounce back game for Luka. He didn't do too great. He kind of took a backseat behind LeBron last game. Obviously, that didn't work out too well for the Lakers. So I expect Luka to be a lot more involved in this game if they want a chance to win the game. And it's a must win for them. So I absolutely love that one. And then the next play is going to be Jason Tatum over 21.5 points. He's hit this in 3 out of his last 5, 7 out of his last 10, 14 out of his last 20, and 54 out of 74 on the year, hitting at a 73% clip. The thing about this one that I like is Jaylen Brown is questionable. He'll probably end up playing. Obviously, it's a huge game, so I would assume Jaylen Brown's going to play, but Drew Holiday is ruled out. So I expect Tatum to take a majority of the shots tomorrow, especially after coming off a loss. Obviously, he's coming off of being hurt as well. So I expect a huge bounce back game for Tatum, and yeah, it should be a good game. So for the last play, guys, before we get to the last play, actually, make sure you're on Underdog. Download Underdog, use code BANDIT1. You're going to get up to $1,000 deposit bonus. It's legal in all these yellow and green states. That way you can copy my player props exactly the way I have them here. All these plays come straight from the Underdog app. Okay, so download Underdog, code BANDIT1, and you're going to get up to $1,000 deposit bonus. So whatever you put in initially, they will match that. So if you put in 1,000, they'll give you an extra 1,000 to play with. If you put in 100, they'll give you an extra 100 to play with. So take advantage of that. And for the last pick, guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo over 49.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He's hit this 3 out of his last 5, 6 out of his last 10, 8 out of his last 20, and 30 out of 71 on the year. Honestly, not too great, only hitting at a 42% clip. But he's hitting at a 60% clip over the last 5 games, which I love to see. And the one that since the playoffs, he's hit every single game except one where he had 49. So he was 1 point away, but it's a massive game once again. It's going to be in Milwaukee. Dame Lillard seems like he's still a little sore from his injury. So I expect Giannis to absolutely go nuclear in this game. It's a must-win game for the Bucks. So those are the 3 player props that I absolutely love, guys. I believe it's like a 2.6, 2.7x payout over on Underdog. So lock that in, and let's get to the free pick, guys. Let's see if we can get to 9-0. So we are on an 8-0 run since the NBA playoffs have started. I'm going to go through every single pick that I've given out since the NBA playoffs have started. Just a quick little recap on the heater that we've been on. So let's see. It started off, we had the Knicks game 1. Okay, that one hit. And then we had the Warriors game 1. That one hit. Then we had the Clippers game 2. That one hit. Then we had the Lakers game 2. That one hit. Then we had the Rockets game 2. That one hit. And then we had the under in the Nuggets Clippers. That one hit. And then we had the Bucks on the spread. That one hit. And then obviously the most recent one, we had the under in the Warriors and Rockets game 3. So 8-0 run, guys, since the playoffs have started. I think I found the play for Sunday. I'm actually very confident in it. Let's see here. Let's go over and check these out. So I was looking at the betting splits like I normally do, just to kind of see if there's anything crazy. There wasn't anything too crazy, to be honest. Everything looks pretty normal. Besides this one here in the Bucks, this one's a weird one. If you look at the spread here, 54% of the bets are on the Pacers, 67% of the money is on the Bucks. So, you know, there's something a little weird going on there, but nothing too crazy, because if you look over here at the money line, 36% of the bets are on the Pacers, but 51% of the money is on the Pacers. So to me, that kind of evens out. It's probably a game I'm going to stay away from, to be completely honest. But since there was really nothing that was catching my eyes when looking at the betting splits here, we're going to go solely on a field game, guys. It's a big bounce back spot here, and I think they're going to get it done. Okay, so before we get to it, I always lock these in on my player profit account, guys. If you guys don't know what that is, it's a app or a website where you can get funded to sports bet. There's all these funding options here. Minimum is $1,000. The max you can get funded for is $100,000. There's a price tag for each funding option, right? So it's basically just pick whichever one you want, whichever one you can afford. But the cool thing is, once you get past phase 1 and past phase 2, that's when they fund your account, and then at that point you get to keep 70% of all the profits. So it's a great way to increase your unit size while not having to risk your own money. But make sure you guys use code BOOKIEBANDIT when you're checking out. You're going to get 10% off any of these packages. Okay, so if you wanted the $100,000 package, it would only cost you $900 instead of $1,000. Okay, so code BOOKIEBANDIT's going to get you 10% off any of these packages. I'll obviously drop that link down in the description for you guys. And the cool thing is, I'm in this with you guys. So if we look here, this is actually going to be, this should be, I actually should pass phase 1 once this updates, because I'm at 113,000. And if we look here at the phase 1 rules, so you got to have 20 picks minimum, and then you got to profit 20%, and that's when you pass phase 1. So in my instance, I have a $100,000 account. I got to get this to 120,000, and I should be there, because if we go down here and we look at my bets, this one here, the one that we hit today, actually, to go 8-0, the under 207.5 in the Warriors Rockets, it's graded a fail right now, just because they just updated their website, so they're still doing maintenance. But once this gets graded a win, they just haven't updated it yet. That's going to be an extra $8,000 and $30 into my account. So I'm actually going to be over 120,000. So I'm done with phase 1. So I'm moving on to phase 2. If you guys have been riding with me the last few weeks, you guys are probably on phase 2, or if not funded as well. So that's what I'm saying. Get a funded sports betting account, and then you can just follow my plays that I give you guys every single day for free. And my goal is to get your guys' accounts funded and to win a bunch of money with you guys. So we've actually been on an insane heater since they updated the website. So they updated everything on April 20th. Since then, we've only lost one bet, and it was a 4-team parlay. So if we look here, we had the Knights, the Cavs, the Celtics for 1,000. This was the only loser here. We had the Phillies, Cavs, Boston, and Hurricanes. And then we had the Clippers money line for 5,000. We had the Lakers money line for 5,000. We had the Rockets money line for 5,000. We had the under in the Clippers Nuggets for 5,000. We had the Bucks minus 2.5 for 5,000. Under in the Warriors Rockets for 5,000. That one's going to be a win here in the next hour or two once they fix it. Dodgers minus 1.5 for 2,000, and Ian Machado Gary for 2,000. So we're on an absolutely insane tear. But let's get into this free pick, guys. Tired of yapping. I'm sure you guys are tired of listening to it, but it's going to be in this Celtics Magic game, guys. Like I said, this is a feel parlay for me. I didn't like any of the betting splits to where I would, hone in on one. But to me, This is a massive, massive, massive bounce back game for the Celtics tomorrow. I know it's in Orlando. I understand that, but because of that, we're getting decent value on the spread. Okay, let's pull up the point spreads here. So it looks like it's sitting at 6.5 right now. Honestly, the Magic didn't deserve to win last game. They did pull through. But to me, I think this is going to be an absolute beatdown. Like I said, it's a must win. Obviously, it's a must win for both teams. But there's just no way that the Celtics drop back-to-back games to this pitiful Orlando Magic team. The only thing the Magic are good at is playing defense. So, it's always a fairly low-scoring game. I mean, if you look at the over-under here, it's 194.5. That's actually insanely low for an NBA game. But like I said, guys, it's a massive bounce-back play for the Celtics here. I just don't see a way where they don't get the job done. The thing is, we just need them to win by 7 or more. I was going to look for an alternate line because it's 6.5. I would prefer like a 3.5. But it looks like they're not going to give us that option, which is probably smart by them because we've been cooking on those alt lines. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to lay the 6.5, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised if the line moves up to 7.5 before game time tomorrow, but we're going to trust it, guys. Celtics minus 6.5. We're going to put 5 racks on it to win 44.64. Total would bring home 94.64. So we're going to place that there. Boom. We are locked in, guys. We are going for 9-0. So let's stay hot. I feel comfortable, very comfortable with that pick. I would not be surprised if the Celtics win by double digits tomorrow. Okay. It's going to be a low-scoring game, but I think the Celtics are gonna shit on them, to be quite frank. So let's go 9-0, guys. Like I said, show some love in the comments if you've been tailing. Let me know, if you've been tailing since day one, if you guys just hopped on recently. But let's get to this Hail Mary parlay, guys, and cap this thing off. So NBA slate, we're taking the Knicks +2, Lakers +3, Celtics on the money line, Bucks on the money line. NHL slate, we're taking the Jets on the money line, the Hurricanes on the money line, Capitals on the money line, and Oilers on the money line. And then for MLB, we're taking the Dodgers and the Phillies on the money line. Parlay those up. It's about 183x on your money. So, just throw a couple bucks on it. Don't go crazy. But I appreciate you guys if you made it this far. Make sure you're subscribed. I drop free pick videos for you guys almost every single day. Show some love in the comments. Smash that like button for me, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.